Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving deep into e-commerce management today.
Oh, yeah.
Got this super in-depth guide from Meritorious Consultants LLC. And I,
Sure.
I gotta say, I'm already kind of blown away by how much goes into
hmm
just that buy now button we all click without a second thought.
It really is a whole world behind the scenes.
Right.
Most people just don't see the insane amount of systems and planning that make a successful online business work. It's kind of like a
Okay.
really complex dance with every single step, depending on the one before it.
So is it more than just throwing up a website and crossing your fingers,
Oh, way more.
hoping the orders just start pouring in?
Absolutely. This guide makes it clear that
Yeah.
it's incredibly complex, way more than most people realize.
So what are we talking about here?
Think of it like
Yeah.
a seriously well-oiled machine, but with tons of moving parts.
Oh.
All got to be working together perfectly. You've got your business strategy and then product sourcing.
A website design, that's huge, obviously. Marketing, oh, and customer service, of course. Logistics, too.
Wow.
Financials, got to keep track of all that data analysis, legal stuff to keep everything above board.
Oh, yes.
And then on top of all that, you got to constantly be keeping up with new technology.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it is.
It's kind of making my head spin just thinking about it all, honestly.
Yeah.
So where do you even start with all that?
One of the first things they really hit on in this guide is
Okay.
your online presence,
Yeah.
like having a really strong online presence.
Yeah.
And at the heart of that is your website.
Yeah, makes sense. That's like your digital storefront, right?
Exactly. It's the face of your business online, so it's got to be top notch.
So we're talking more than just like making it look nice and pretty.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Aesthetics are important.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it's got to be more than just a pretty face.
Oh,
It needs to be user-friendly so people can actually find what they're looking for
yeah.
super fast,
Yeah.
because nobody wants to wait around for pages to load.
Oh, yeah.
And secure, especially with all the sensitive data flying around these days.
Mhm.
And this is a big one now. With the way everyone's shopping on their phones, mobile responsiveness is absolutely crucial.
Totally.
Like if a site's not working perfectly on my phone, I'm out of there.
Same here. I've definitely abandoned like a million online shopping carts because
Yeah.
the mobile site was just impossible to use.
And you're not alone.
Yeah.
Trust me, a bad website experience can drive customers away so fast.
Yeah, it's true.
But even with the most amazing website on the planet, you still got to get people to actually find it.
Right.
And that's where the whole world of digital marketing comes in.
Okay, see, this is where I start to get a little lost.
Yeah.
All those acronyms and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot.
SEO, PQC, social media marketing. It's like a whole other
You
language.
can feel that way for sure.
Yeah.
But at its core, it's all about getting people excited about what you offer,
Okay.
attracting the right customers,
Yeah.
and really, strategically getting them to your site.
So how does that actually work in practice? Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's say you're looking for some new headphones online, right?
Okay.
You find some, you add them to your cart, but then you get distracted and leave the site.
Happens all the time.
Right. Then a couple hours later, you get an email reminding you about those headphones, even offering you free shipping to seal the deal.
Oh, yeah.
That's email marketing working its magic.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or maybe you're scrolling through Instagram and you see an ad for a clothing brand
Mm-hmm.
featuring that exact style of jacket you've been looking for.
Ooh, targeted.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's targeted advertising based on your, online activity and interest.
Right, right.
So it's all about reaching the right people at the right time with the right message.
Okay, I'm starting to get it now. So let's say you've got the website, you've got the marketing bringing people in, they're
Yeah.
checking out your products. What happens then?
Then comes the really crucial part, customer service. This is where you can really shine and stand out.
Yeah, I get that good customer service is important in person,
Mm.
but what about online? Is it really that different?
In some ways, yes, because you don't have that face-to-face interaction.
Right.
You got to work even harder to create that positive, personalized experience.
Okay.
Think about a time you had amazing customer service online. What made it stand out for you?
Let me think. I had an issue with an order recently.
Yeah.
And the company was just incredible about fixing it. They were so responsive,
Okay.
kept me updated every step of the way,
Mhm.
and even gave me a discount on my next purchase.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's how you create a loyal customer.
Yeah.
It's about going above and beyond.
Yeah.
Offering different ways to get support.
Okay.
Like live chat for instant help,
Mhm.
email for more detailed stuff, and even phone support for those who need it.
It's almost like you're building a relationship rather than just, processing a transaction.
Exactly. And this guide really emphasizes that
Yeah.
personalization is key.
Yeah.
Addressing customers by name, understanding their specific needs, making them feel valued. It all makes a difference.
Yeah, for sure. So we've covered the front-facing stuff, website marketing, customer service,
Right.
but there's a whole other side to this, isn't there? What about everything happening behind the scenes?
Oh, you're absolutely right. We haven't even touched on logistics and fulfillment yet.
Okay, yeah.
And that's a huge part of e-commerce.
Yeah.
Getting your products from the warehouse to the customer's doorstep.
I think we've all had those moments of like obsessively tracking a package
Totally.
and getting impatient when it's delayed.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
But it shows how vital efficient logistics are.
Right.
I mean, think about it. You can have the best product, the most beautiful website,
Yeah.
but if your logistics are a mess, it all falls apart.
So it's more than just getting a package from point A to point B.
Oh, way more.
Yeah.
It's about making the entire flow of things smooth.
Yeah.
Starting with managing your inventory. You need enough product to meet demand, but not so much that you're overstocked and wasting money. Then there's order fulfillment.
Okay.
Okay, packing, shipping everything quickly and accurately. Of course, handling returns,
Right.
making that as easy as possible for customers.
Sounds like there are a lot of things that can go wrong.
Definitely there are.
Yeah.
And that's actually a perfect place to pick up in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We'll look at how businesses are using tech and partnerships to really master this whole logistics game.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
So yeah, picking up where we left off, let's dig into how businesses are tackling those logistical nightmares.
Okay.
One of the biggest things we're seeing is this rise of third-party logistics providers,
Okay.
or 3PLs for short.
3PLs, I've heard that term, but I'm not going to lie, I don't really know what it means.
Basically, it's a company that specializes in handling all those, supply chain headaches,
Yeah.
warehousing, inventory order, fulfillment, shipping the whole shebang.
So instead of businesses trying to do it all themselves, they just hand it off to the experts.
Pretty much.
Ah,
It lets them focus on what they do best,
okay.
like developing awesome products, marketing, customer service,
Mm-hmm.
and leave all the logistics to the pros.
Makes sense. Like having a whole team of, logistics ninjas working behind the scenes.
Exactly.
But isn't it kind of risky giving up that much control? I mean, logistics are a pretty big deal.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's why choosing the right 3PL partner is so important.
Okay.
You need a company with a solid track record, the right infrastructure, and a commitment to transparency.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to trust them, basically.
It's like a marriage then.
Uh-huh. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you're compatible and that they've got your back.
Right, exactly.
And just like in a marriage, communication is key.
Okay.
You need a 3PL that keeps you in the loop.
Okay.
Gives you real-time updates on inventory order, status, shipping info, all that.
So that you're not in the dark.
Exactly.
Okay, so 3PLs are a big piece of the puzzle. But what about all this technology we're hearing about? AI automation, all that jazz. How's that changing the game for e-commerce logistics?
Oh, it's a total game changer.
Yeah.
Technology is revolutionizing the whole thing.
Okay, how so?
One area where we're seeing huge leaps is warehouse automation.
Oh,
Think
yeah.
robots picking and packing orders.
Whoa.
Automated guided vehicles zipping around the warehouse.
Well, like little robot forklifts.
Uh-huh. Yeah, kind of. And then you've got super sophisticated software
Oh.
managing inventory in real time.
Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It's pretty wild. But it's not just about being flashy.
Right.
It's about making everything so much more efficient, reducing errors, getting products out the door faster.
And saving money, I imagine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Time is money, as they say.
For sure. Especially in e-commerce.
And then there's predictive analytics.
Okay, what's that?
Basically using data to anticipate demand, optimize inventory levels,
Okay.
even predict potential hiccups in the supply chain.
So instead of just reacting to problems, they're trying to prevent them.
Exactly. Like having a crystal ball, helping you make smarter decisions and avoid costly mistakes.
That's pretty amazing. Honestly, it sounds like tech is taking a lot of the guesswork out of logistics.
It is. But with all this automation and data, is there a risk of things becoming too impersonal?
Yeah, that's a good point. Where does the human element fit in with all this?
That's a question a lot of businesses are grappling with.
Yeah.
And the truth is technology can streamline things and boost efficiency, but it's still people who bring that creativity, that problem-solving ability, that emotional intelligence.
Right. At the end of the day, it's still people buying things from people.
Exactly. And when things go wrong with an order,
Which happens sometimes.
it's a human customer service rep who can really make things right.
Hmm.
Empathize with the customer, offer a genuine apology, find a solution.
Right. So it's about finding that balance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Leveraging technology but not losing that human touch.
And this guide seems to really stress that.
It does. Using technology as a tool to enhance the human experience, not replace it.
I like that. So we've talked about logistics, the tech involved, the human element.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about another aspect of this whole e-commerce thing.
Okay, what's that?
Building relationships online. Like, how do businesses create that sense of trust and loyalty?
That's a perfect segue, actually, because that brings us to customer relationship management,
Okay.
or CRM for short.
CRM. I always thought that was just about like sending marketing emails.
It's way more than that. CRM is about using data to really understand your customers,
Okay.
personalize their experience, build strong relationships that last.
So it's about treating customers like people, not just numbers on a spreadsheet.
Exactly.
Right.
Recognizing that each customer is unique with their own needs and preferences,
Right.
and CRM systems help businesses gather and analyze all that data
Okay.
so they can create super targeted marketing campaigns, provide better customer service, and ultimately build those strong relationships that lead to repeat business.
So it's like having a secret weapon for connecting with your customers on a deeper level.
Pretty much. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's say you're a big coffee drinker, right?
Okay.
You always buy your beans online from this one roaster,
Hmm?
and you always go for the, dark roast, single origin Ethiopian beans.
Okay, I'm with you.
Then one day you get an email from them announcing a new limited edition dark roast
Ooh,
from Kenya with tasting notes that are right up your alley.
nice.
And they even give you a special discount because you're a loyal customer.
That's CRM in action.
Wow, it makes you feel like they really get you.
Exactly. And that feeling of being valued is huge for building loyalty.
Yeah, for sure. But CRM isn't just about sending the right message at the right time, right?
Right. It's also about being proactive, anticipating customer needs.
Okay, well, like what? Give me an example.
Say you bought a new printer online.
Okay.
A couple weeks later, you get an email reminding you to order ink cartridges. And they even throw in a discount if you order soon.
Oh, that's smart.
Right. It's way better than waiting till your printer runs dry and you're scrambling to find ink.
Totally. It's like they're reading my mind.
It's all about using data to create a smoother, more personalized experience. Another great example is personalized recommendations.
Okay.
Say you're shopping for a dress online.
Okay.
The website suggests other dresses you might like based on your past purchases,
Yeah.
your browsing history, all that. So it's tailored to your style, your size.
It's like having a personal stylist in your computer.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's the power of CRM.
Yeah.
It lets businesses offer that level of personalization to tons of customers, even millions. And this is where technology really shines.
Right. We were talking about AI and automation before.
Yeah.
How's that being used in CRM?
Oh, in tons of cool ways, especially with chatbots.
Oh, yeah. Chatbots. I've had some pretty bad experiences with those.
Yeah, the old ones were clunky. But these new AI-powered chatbots are getting seriously smart.
Okay.
They can understand what you're saying,
Really?
offer personalized suggestions, even solve tricky customer service problems.
Wow. So they're actually helpful now.
Exactly. And it means businesses can offer 24/7 support without needing a huge call center.
Right. So that frees up human agents to handle the really complex stuff.
Exactly. The things that need that human touch, that empathy.
It seems like everything in e-commerce comes back to that balance.
Yeah,
Technology and the human element.
it really does.
That's
It's about
it.
using tech to enhance the human experience, not replace it.
I love that. And that's something we'll definitely be exploring more
Yeah.
as we move into the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
where we're going to talk about the ethical side of e-commerce.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, ethical considerations in e-commerce.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't thought much about that side of things before.
It's a big topic.
Yeah, what kind of issues are we even talking about here?
It's a lot, really. It's becoming more and more important as e-commerce grows.
Okay.
We're talking data privacy, transparency, sustainability, fair labor practices, responsible marketing, all that.
Wow. It's like there's this whole other layer of complexity under the surface of online shopping.
It really is.
Yeah.
And consumers are starting to pay more attention.
Yeah.
They're demanding more from businesses,
Yeah.
holding them accountable.
Right. So let's break this down a bit. Data privacy seems like a big one.
Huge.
With all the information we share online, how can e-commerce businesses make sure they're protecting our data?
It starts with transparency, being upfront about what data they collect,
Okay.
how they use it, who they share it with, and then strong security measures to prevent breaches and giving customers control over their own data,
Right.
letting them opt out or request to have their data deleted.
So giving people choices, basically, making them feel like they're in control.
Exactly. That's a huge part of building trust.
Yeah, trust is everything online.
It really is.
Think about a time you were hesitant to share your information online. What made you pause?
Mm,
For me, it's those sites that ask for way more info than they seem to need.
yeah,
Like, why do you need my birthday to sell me a pair of shoes? Makes me wonder what they're going to do with it.
right. And that's a valid concern.
Yep.
It highlights why businesses need to be more careful
Okay.
about what they collect and why data minimization is key.
Data minimization.
Basically, only collect what you absolutely need for the specific purpose you're using it for.
Okay, less is more.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got transparency, data minimization. What about sustainability?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about the environmental impact of online shopping, all the packaging, the delivery trucks.
It's definitely a concern, and the e-commerce industry needs to step up.
Yeah.
Businesses are starting to realize that, though. Using eco-friendly packaging,
Okay.
optimizing delivery routes to cut down on fuel consumption. Some are even trying carbon offsetting.
So they're taking responsibility for their impact.
Exactly. It's not just about profits anymore. It's about the planet, too.
And it's not just about the planet, right? It's about the people involved, too.
Absolutely. Ethical e-commerce means fair labor practices throughout the whole supply chain.
Making sure workers are treated fairly, paid a living wage.
Exactly. Working in safe conditions.
It's easy to forget there are real people behind every product we buy online.
It's true. From the factory workers to the delivery drivers.
Yeah.
Ethical e-commerce means everyone deserves respect and dignity.
This is really making me think differently about online shopping.
It's about making conscious choices, supporting businesses that align with our values.
So we're not just buying things, we're making a statement with our purchases.
Exactly. And as more people demand ethical practices, businesses will have to listen.
Right, they'll have to adapt to survive.
Exactly.
Feels like there's a real shift happening. People are starting to care more about where their stuff comes from.
I think you're right. It's not just about convenience anymore.
Yeah.
It's about making choices that benefit everyone and the planet.
This whole deep dive has been so insightful, honestly.
Glad to hear it.
We've covered so much about e-commerce, from the nitty-gritty details to the big picture stuff.
Yeah, we've been through a lot.
What's the one thing you really want our listeners to take away from all this?
I think the biggest thing is that e-commerce is constantly changing.
Mm-hmm.
And to succeed, you need more than just technical skills.
Okay.
You need to understand people be committed to doing things the right way and have a passion for creating great experiences.
I love that. It's about more than just selling stuff. It's about connecting with people, building something that matters.
Exactly.
And to everyone listening out there, keep exploring the world of e-commerce.
Yeah.
Think about the brands you love, the online experiences that make you happy, and the values you care about most.
Mm-hmm.
And let's all do our part to make e-commerce a force for good in
Right.
the world.